Imagine that. Me, Triple H, taken out by a car never to be seen again, as my attacker gains absolute power on a little show called Metal. Now, 5 years later, I take power, I fire him, and take his precious brand away from the world. But what is the fate of Metal? Last week, I stood in that ring and I said Metal is cancelled. The live taping scheduled for this evening has also been cancelled. So instead, tonight, from a closed set, I will explain what the future of this brand will be, what the future will be for the talent, and what this means for the Royal Rumble. Now, I know there's a lot of angry fans out there, and I know there's a lot of angry wrestlers here tonight as well. Unfortunately, Kevin Owens is not here as my backup tonight, as he is preparing for the Royal Rumble match. But I have found a very suitable replacement for my security if anyone tries anything. Tonight, the very fate of Metal is in my hands. Well, this is normally the part of the show where I would hype up my next title fight. A match I should be having against Drew McIntyre, but I guess because of what Triple H has done, that match has been put on ice. I don't know what my future will be, I don't know what the future of this championship will be, but I can assure you, wherever I end up, the result will be the same. You tap out, or I choke you out. And that goes for everyone in that Royal Rumble. I don't know what the fate of that title will be either. All I know is I haven't fought for 2 years for that belt to just step away. I don't care if it's you, if it's McIntyre, I know you're watching what I said last week. And I thought I'd say to your face to save the confusion that I will be the next final, I don't care, I will be the middleweight champion, and you can bank on it. Title or no title, Finn, you're either too mighty or too deluded. But I'm happy to shut you up all the same if you try and cross me.
Hunter, I don't think I've had a single word with you since you came back. In case you didn't notice, I'm the boss of this division. Couple weeks back on Turbo, I reminded everyone why I am the boss. And I want to know, when am I gonna get my title shot?
The Women's Championship is going to remain vacant for now until I've sorted this whole Metal situation. As for you barging in here making requests, I will take it in for consideration. But I'm a busy man, and right now you're wasting my time. Security, show Miss Banks the exit. I guess because we're not in an arena tonight, your hardcore match against Sami Callihan is cancelled.
Yes! What a shame. Never mind, Ethan. I guess I can't win the hardcore title for you, can I?
Whoa, hold on, Drake. You didn't let me finish. I was going to say that we don't need an arena for that match to happen. It's hardcore, baby. I went to Triple H, slipped him $100. It's no biggie. My stocks are doing well. Drake, you still get to fight Sami Callihan tonight. If you can pin him in the next 5 minutes, I'll become a hardcore champion. Isn't that great?
What? No! Ethan, where are you going? I can't do that. Please! Where is he, huh? Where's Seth Rollins?
Calm down. He's not here tonight, but he will be at the Royal Rumble, so I suggest you cool off. Hey, I'm not lying. I told you last week I did you a favor by DDTing you on that concrete.
You did me a favor? Okay, well, you tell Seth I don't need some washed-up old man helping me win titles, and at the Royal Rumble, I'm throwing his ass over the top rope, and when I get my hands on him, I'm taking my Intercontinental title back. He's not my hero. In fact, at the Royal Rumble, I'm gonna make him my bitch.
"30 men, one golden opportunity to headline WrestleMania and become champion. No Limits Wrestling presents the Royal Rumble. To get early access to this event, visit patreon.com/No Limits Wrestling.
You know what, all this talk about the Royal Rumble, who's winning what, I don't care, as long as I win the Royal Rumble. You know, I've never been in a Rumble match before in NLW, and this is my chance to do what I wanted from the moment I came back, and that's win the World Championship. And you know what? I would have done it sooner had it not been for that slimeball scumbag Edge. Edge, you idiot! I made the mistake of thinking I could trust you, not as a friend, but as someone who gets results. We could have been double champions, man. We could have ruled this brand. It doesn't matter that I don't like you. In fact, now, I hate your guts, but the fact is, we could have made a lot of money. Well, now, you've taken money off my table, and I don't like that. That championship is as good as mine. Or at least it would have been, had you not stuck your little nose where it didn't belong. Hell, I would have had a guaranteed championship opportunity waiting for you when I won that title, man. I mean, you wouldn't have won. I would have embarrassed you, beaten you, but you would have got your shot. And now, you're going to have to watch as I win the Royal Rumble. Just me. Every man for himself, you're damn right. Last week, when I dropped you on your ass with a paradigm shift, that was a warning. At the Royal Rumble, if you get in my way, I will drop you again and again until you get the message through your skull. I don't have time to waste with you anymore. I'm going to WrestleMania. I'm going to the main event, and I'm going to become the champion. Hi, Fireflies! Oh boy, it's been a while since I've shown up. That's because, well, Kurt, I was kind of hoping last week that you'd apologize. You gave me a really bad boo-boo on my head. They needed to stitch me up, Kurt. Yowie wowie, more like owie owie. You know, I come across as some mean old grump sometimes, but hey, I'm trying to help you out, Kurt, man. And when I said anyone's just one day away from madness, I could see that in your eyes when you headbutted me. When you busted me open, Kurt, I realized that maybe I can't help you. Maybe my friends in the Firefly Funhouse, maybe we just can't heal you. But at the Royal Rumble, when it's you, Kurt, and the Fiend, one-on-one, he's not there to heal you, Kurt. He's there to hurt you. Let me in. This is it. This is what you've been waiting for. I hope I can explain a lot of your questions. You know that on the last edition of Metal, I cancelled this show. I've already explained why. It's budgetary reasons, and it will save a lot of money for this company. And with the commissioner gone, I can finally relax. First of all, let's address the Metal brand. What have I done with it? Well, to maximize profits, I've sold the trademark, I've sold the streaming rights to past editions of Metal, I've sold the equipment to an anonymous buyer. What they choose to do with the metal assets is up to them, but it means we can invest more into NLW Live and the Royal Rumble. In fact, at the Royal Rumble, I've used a large chunk of that money to obtain a celebrity level signing, a box office draw, and I will reveal who that person is at the Royal Rumble. Now, about the show itself. I've cancelled it after all, sold off the assets to an anonymous buyer, but that deal will not go through until NLW episode 100. And on that historic 100th episode of NLW Live, I will be there live to finalize the contracts. In fact, there will be a live simulcast. Metal will present its final live event at the exact same time as NLW Live broadcasts episode 100. Fans in attendance for that Metal Live event will see metal wrestlers compete perhaps for the final time. And on NLW 100, I will address the Metal Live event audience as well as the audience for NLW's historic 100th episode live in the middle of the ring. But what about the Metal roster? What will happen to them? Well, their contracts will all be terminated on the morning of the 100th episode of NLW. Before that time, I will negotiate with a select number of those talents to bring them on to the NLW Live roster. And negotiations start now. In fact, there's a lot of people on this roster who I may give free tickets to NLW Live this week. In fact, I see the Royal Rumble match as well, itself as a showcase for these talents. And if any one of those talents impresses me in the Royal Rumble match from the Metal roster, I may bring them on as full-time NLW Live roster members. The championships will also become NLW Live exclusives, which means the Intercontinental Champion, Seth Rollins, the Hardcore Champion, Sami Callihan, and the Metalweight Champion, Samoa Joe, will all automatically be signed to NLW Live. Who says Samoa Joe will be the Metalweight Champion by the time of episode 100? Hunter, I think I am owed a Metalweight Championship match. I know Samoa Joe wants me to fight him. And hell, if the champions are being automatically signed, that gives me extra incentive, doesn't it? So, I'm asking you to give me Samoa Joe at the Royal Rumble for the Metalweight Championship. You know what, Drew? I'm not going to give the people that match at the Royal Rumble. As a matter of fact, you won't even be competing in the Royal Rumble match, nor will you or Samoa Joe be competing at the final Metal Live event, because I want you two competing on the 100th episode of NLW Live. On that show, the Middleweight Championship will be on the line, and the winner not only becomes the champion, but will also earn an NLW Live contract. It's quite interesting. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to end Samoa Joe's career. Hunter, considering I'm gonna be the new champion, and you're gonna be my new boss, I want you to look into my eyes and know something. If you try and pull anything like you did with the commissioner with me, I will kick your head off your shoulders.